Okay, I'm gonna share this beautiful, magical, let's say, full of knowledge and evidence experience that I lived with my 7-year-old last Friday. So I went to my daughter's school to pick her up, okay? And she was super excited because there was this topic about a money that she gave to the store that is inside the school, and that she didn't get the exact exchange in return, so everything was clear. And she had some money, okay? She had the equivalent of $4 in her lunch bag. So she was pretty happy. She was like, yes, mommy, everything was clear. Okay, perfect. Then on our way back home, suddenly she was like, oh, mommy, I really want a cheesecake. Mommy, please, let's get a cheesecake. And I was like, that's a fantastic idea, sweetie. Okay, well, let's have lunch and then we're gonna get the cheesecake because I don't have cash right now. So she was like, oh, mommy, but I have my $4. We can buy one of those small cheesecakes. And I was like, thinking, like first lunch, then the dessert. But then I thought to myself, okay, insisting is resisting. Okay, let's go to the bakery shop. So we went there. It was nearby. And right before, we were able to see the bakery shop, okay? And then I realized that the bakery shop was under reconstruction, okay? There were workers and doing what they do, okay? So she saw that and she was like, oh no, mommy, no, the store is closed. And I was like, yes, sweetie, they are making construction stuff. And then she was like very disappointed, as you can imagine. So I could see that there was this convenience store. So I decided to park there to tune into some relief, because there was like, oh my gosh, disappointment in the environment. So I parked outside the convenience store, and she was like very disappointed, turning into sad. And I was like, you know what, sweetie, you're gonna get your cheesecake at the proper time. And then she was like, mommy, we can go to another bakery store. And I was, honey, I'm super hungry, because I was. And the other bakery store is like far from here. So let's go have lunch and then we're gonna go to another bakery store. And she was like, but I really want my cheesecake right now, insisting, okay? But she's a kid. So I was like, okay, sweetie, insisting is resisting. Let's see, we're outside the convenience store. Why don't you get some candy instead? And she was like, but it is not a cheesecake. And I was like, yes, I totally agree. But you can get, and as soon as I was saying that, she was like, oh, I can get my favorite candy that they only sell in there. And I was like, you see? And then she was like, oh, and I have my $4. And then I was like, yes, sweetie. So she decided to open like her lunch bag in which she had these $4, and to put those $4 on her silver tiny purse that she has. So suddenly I heard like this big, huge scream of excitement and bliss and joy. Mommy, guess what? And I was like, what, sweetie? I just found $20. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's fantastic. And then she said, mommy, can we go to the movies with these $20? And I was like, of course, sweetie. And she was like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. Okay, so I have a plan. Let's go to the convenience store. I'm gonna get my candy so I can take to the movies, and we're gonna go to the movies to see Lightyear. That is the movie right now in the kids' world. So we're gonna be able to see Lightyear today. And I was like, yes, sweetie, okay, let's do so. So we did. And we came back home so we can have lunch. I was hungry, remember? So before we entered the house, she was in this exhilarating bliss and joyful feelings, and she made a stop. And she told me, you know what, Mommy? Now I'm giving you credit for everything that you teach to your students, for everything that you advise to your clients. You're right. Everything is always working on our favor. I know I'm gonna have my cheesecake at the proper moment. Right now it's like, thanks to the fact that the bakery store was closed, now I was able to find those $20, and now we're gonna go to the movies, So she connected the dots, and she was like, yes, everything is always working on our favor. And you know what, Mommy? Going to the movies with you, to watch Lightyear with you, is worth more than 1,000 cheesecakes. I love this. This is the best day ever. So, here's the evidence. Here's the evidence of applying the knowledge, of applying what we have been telling you. I know this will resonate with you, and I invite you to make a pause, go to the grocery store, tune into Relief, and you're gonna be able to hear your inner guidance that is gonna lead you to such a better, way better plan. Love you infinite, have the best day, and ciao for now.